Hello everyone. Well, I thought I'd do another update. I know these updates are sporadic and not regular, but to be honest with you, I'm really enjoying doing this X-Wing. I've wanted to do this model for a long time, so I'm just really taking my time with the detail. So please forgive me if they're not as regular as you want. I thought I'd start with obviously the wing. You can see the wing here. I've been very busy. It's taken me weeks to actually do this. So I started off with doing these inserts, and these inserts go into the wings like that. Yeah, and I'll talk more about those in a minute. I know there's a lot to talk about there, but I wanted that look of worn, battle damage, low maintenance, these planes being shoved anywhere they can to be hidden from the Empire, so they won't get the maintenance or care and attention that they really should do. And I wanted to symbolise that with just damage, really, so you can see all the silver from space damage, space battle, wear and tear, where the engineers had, been leaning over and repairing it. I also wanted to do an area as fuel or for the guns, ammunition, and also a fuel area as well. And that fits in very nicely with how that looks, and I'm sure you'll agree that looks very nice. I wanted to paint all these cables different colours to simulate, different uses and different needs, really. And I did those with these wonderful pens as well. These wonderful acrylic pens. They're really fantastic. Yeah, they really are. I bought a pack of these for about £15, which is about $17, and I'm very happy with them. So what I wanted to do, let's get my pointer, is I wanted to detail orange as fuel for not only the engines but also for the weapon systems themselves. Different cablings, coloured different cablings, golds. When it dries, it looks very much like brass. And then we have different wires, different, coloured differently. And when that goes on there, it literally looks exactly how I want it to look. And I was very pleased with that. I also highlighted down there. The other wing is completely finished, and I've got that off to one side. See it here, that's all ready to be sprayed and painted. I've covered all the detail up, because all this area, that's, you can see all the grey and black, that needs priming, and then it's white coat put on it. But obviously where that wing is, where those details are finished, that needs to be done. Just talking about the actual engine here, very happy with how that turned out. And I just simply sprayed this whole area black, and then put a very light coat of aluminium on it, and then just polished it, and then detailed these pipes here that look like brass, and that's all good. Need to do a bit more work on there. I need to finish off, that needs to be painted. But overall, I'm very happy with how this looks, and I've tested the lights, and they're exactly how they should do. And I'll just show you one more time so you get the idea what I'm trying to do. So it literally looks like this has been flying through space, and all the paint has come off here where it's taken damage, or where there's wear and tear, or where it's been serviced on. The engineers have been leaning over, taking parts off, and damaging this, and it's just not time to repaint it as it should be. And that's that's the effect I wanted to get. To show you what it looks like before it's painted, I haven't done the other side yet. So that's what it looks like when it's unpainted. Yeah, and then if I flip it back over, that's what it looks like when it's painted. So if I put that on there, you can see exactly how it will look. And then if I flip it back over and then put the same wing on the other side, you can see the difference. And I think you'll agree. Come on, camera. There we go. And I think you'll agree, yeah, the other side looks much better than this side. So that's one of the things that I've done. And I'll just show you the other wing as well, because I've done both of them very differently. I've it's just a simple case of spraying what you want to show through as aluminium, then mask off what you don't want to be sprayed, and then do the red, do the yellow, and then mask them off, and then spray the whole thing whatever final colour you want. And then when you take all the masks off, you get left behind these marks of the silver paint, which is the actual metal of the ship. You know, it just looks like damage, wear and tear, battle damage as well. I'm going to put some black detail on this because I want, you know, grease and dirt on there as well, but I haven't got to that yet. Just moving on, the cockpit's all done. That's very nice, very shiny. As you can see, it's very shiny, it's very glossy. It took me a while to do that. It's taken a couple of days to dry to really harden, and that just needs polishing now. Yes, I do polish my glass after it's been you know, sprayed, and I gave it a couple of good clear coats, and you can see it really shining it, you know, and that's exactly how I wanted it. I know that's not how it was in the film, but that's how I want it. You know, the reasons they didn't have the cockpits shining is because there was actually no glass in there, because it would actually reflect off the canopy and cause lens flares, which causes a lot of filming problems. So, or anything that could create a lens flare or a flashback, as they say, was literally taken off. R2-D2 is now done. I'm very happy with. Get him in camera. There we go. R2-D2 is now done. I'm very happy with how he looks. He took a while to do. Literally took a couple of evenings, over a week, maybe 2 weeks, to actually get him painted the way I wanted. And I've only painted half of him because it's only really that part that's showing, the other half's not. You know, which is something else I've taken from the film and movie industry, is that when they paint these models, they only paint what you see. What's the point in painting what you don't see? You know, it's just a waste of time and money and resources. But I'm very happy with how he turns out. Very, very happy. That's about as close as I can get into the camera without the camera going out of focus. I've got a 16mm lens. There we go, camera. And if you get too close, it goes out of focus. So that's about as close as I can get to it. Doesn't that look really good? I'm really pleased with how that turned out, and I literally did that with just get the paint brush out, and I literally did that with one of these acrylic marker pens again, and I was very pleased with how it's got two sides. One side is a brush, and then the other side is a marker. I'll actually show you. So this is the marker side, you know, it's like a normal marker pen, and then the other side is a brush. Very, very fine tipped brush. That is absolutely brilliant. It really is. And of course it's marked on the pen as well, yeah, which one is which. And you can get these in multiple different colours. I just bought a really simple pack because I wanted to do all the detail, and it's just not possible, you know, to mask all this area off. I actually did try, yeah, but it's not possible to mask all this off, yeah. So you know, you do reach a limit with masking, but these acrylic paints are absolutely fantastic. Very, very time consuming, sitting there with, you know, a massive lens and two lights shining on it, because you've got to get the light on it. But overall, I was very, very pleased with how that looks. You know, it's driving my camera crazy. This is because it's so small. But you know, that's just the way it is, really. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that looks. And I tested it on the light as well, and it shines through really nicely. So I'm very, very pleased about that. That's really all I have for you guys. Like I said, the other wing is done. That's off to one side. That just needs to be spraying up. I just need to do the other side of the wing on this one, and then I'll mask that up, and then glue these on, then smooth the edges down on that side as well, and then I can get on with spraying the whole thing. That'll probably take me a couple of weeks to do that, guys. Like I said, I'm really enjoying this. I'm not rushing this. I'm taking my time, you know, and that's it really, guys. You know, so until the next episode, you all take care, and you all have an awesome weekend. Bye now.